Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. It's been a good amount of time since the last time I've made one of these videos. Since the last time I've made, a video deep diving into why Overwatch is losing its spark and why I don't find it enjoying to play as much anymore. I feel like since that video, it's just like gotten 2 times worse. I feel like these past few seasons, like pretty much half of this year, Overwatch has just been going on a steadily decline for me. It's just been feeling like way more stale than usual, you know? The skins and the content that they've been providing, it kind of just feels like half-assed, you know? These past 3 seasons, the amount of recolors there have been is like just astronomical. And the amount of heroes that are getting like 0 to barely any cosmetics every season, those skins are just going to, the same 3 or 4 heroes every single season. Like it's kind of sad, like they're always catering to certain heroes and certain, people throughout the player base because they know what will sell regardless. So why spend, time and money making a skin for a hero that no one really plays when you can, make a skin for Mercy, Kiriko, Juno, half-ass it, and then no people will buy it regardless because, it's Mercy, Kiriko, and Juno. So that part of the game, like content-wise or skin-wise, sorry, it's kind of like what happened to, making good skins. Like we haven't gotten like any really good skins in a very long time, I feel like. Like it used to be fun, seeing a recolor here and a recolor there. It wasn't horrible. But like every season, half of the skins that are being made are just recolored skins from Overwatch 1 or past shop skins. I don't understand why they're doing this when like they obviously have the money and resources to create skins for, basically every single hero. Like there have been so many heroes that have been like left in the dust, skins and cosmetic wise. It's just very sad. Like Venture has been in the game for about almost 6 months, half a year now, and they've only gotten one epic skin, and they are just getting the Avatar collab skin, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a free skin through challenges. I think the game has just been becoming way too repetitive than, it usually is. I mean, it's very obvious for a game like this to become repetitive. I mean, most shooter games are repetitive, but like every game just feels exactly the same, regardless of like what character or what hero you're playing. Especially in competitive, like every competitive game, if you don't play these certain meta heroes, then have fun winning the game. You will have to try your absolute hardest to win that game. And even if you're playing your favorite hero, say for example Mercy, you could do everything perfectly and then still lose the game because you're playing Mercy. This game is becoming so much more harder to enjoy whenever, you want to climb in competitive, but you also want to have fun. And, you kind of can't do that. You can't do those two at the same exact time, because if you're playing your favorite hero, say Lifeweaver Mercy, every single game, the chances of you winning those games playing only those 2 heroes are so much less likely than playing on a Juno, Kiriko, Baptiste, Lucio. It's very insane to me. It feels so demotivating to play. Like I know some people say, oh, well, every hero can't be overpowered. But like, what's the fun? and like having certain characters that are OP and then others that are just horrible. You know, if everything's overpowered, then everything's balanced. Going more into competitive, I felt like it feels even less rewarding than it was exactly a year ago. You know, since the whole competitive change where, you know, they added the percentage system and like you could see your rank go up and down after every single game. I feel like there has been no more like I don't find the reason to play competitive every single season, you know, regardless if I'm climbing or not. Like, it's the rewards is what I care for playing competitive that season. Like, they took away getting competitive points after each season depending on what rank you place, but instead they made it so the more competitive you play, the more comp points you get, which I'm not that big of a fan. I'd rather, you know, get comp points rewarded to me after every single season. So all I'm working for in competitive each season is, you know, wow, I get a fancy new title that says Grandmaster or Master Support that I get to wear that 9 times out of 10 I'm not going to wear. And you get the bragging rights of, oh, I was this rank. Oh, I was this rank. Like, it's so pointless. And more into the competitive system, I feel like this is somehow worse than the card system that we used to have. I can play and win so many games and then make zero progress at all. It actually felt like, you know, with the card system, if you won, you know, say 4 games, then lost one and then won another game, whenever your rank would update after those 5 card wins, like you'd actually climb like a rank or 2 in progress. And it felt good to see that. But now I'm getting, you know, 16 to 20% per win. And then next game I lose and I get a reversal or a volatile and I lose 20 to 25%. So like, what makes me, how is that going to make me want to play even more? What's going to make me press that Q button after my game? You know, I've put well over 2,000 hours into this game. And it's very saddening to see that, like, I'm losing interest at a very rapid rate for this game. I'm, like, starting to rather play other games other than Overwatch at a, like, much more consistent rate. Meaning that, like, I'd rather spend this many hours playing this game than playing Overwatch for like an hour or playing like 2 games of Overwatch. I feel like the balancing has like started to become an actual joke. They keep micro nerfing and micro buffing these other heroes that like just don't need to be touched at all. And then they're giving the most useless buffs and nerfs to other heroes, which is like, why would you do that? Like, this hero's not even being played in competitive. And I feel like the developers are catering to lower ranks. Whenever, you know, if you can't shoot a Symmetra turret, then how is that my problem? Why should we, you know, nerf the health of a turret? Because they're seeing a very low rate of destruction in lower ranks. Well, obviously, I mean, I'm just using this as a hypothetical and like an example. If a bronze player cannot shoot a Symmetra turret or a Torbjorn turret, then maybe that's the player's fault and not the character's fault that their turret has so much HP. You know, even when it's a very simple thing to shoot at. Even in one of the recent patch notes, there was like a ton of buffs to Lifeweaver. And even after those buffs, he's still horrible. You know, like they keep buffing and micro nerfing and micro buffing these heroes, and like when they don't even need to be done. Like, if you're gonna buff a hero and make it want to be good, then buff that hero and make that buff really good. So maybe you will see an increase of people playing this hero. I myself, I really enjoy, you know, playing Symmetra, playing Lifeweaver, playing Mercy. I mean, I love playing those 3 heroes. Those have probably been my favorite heroes to play. But whenever I play competitive and I lock those heroes in, I can play perfectly every single game, and I will end up losing that game because I don't have my hero does not have the potential to hard carry like other characters do. And it's very saddening because I'd really like to climb and play these heroes more, but there's no way you can climb with this certain hero in competitive. Whenever there is, like, why play Mercy Lifeweaver when you can play literally every other support hero? And I mean that, truly. Sure, there are easier characters to play, but I still think that they should be more balanced and more buffed, or at least match the amount of power that these other supports have when, you know, on a nade, you just press E in a general direction and you hit an anti, and wow, if your teammate is successful at shooting those antied heroes, then congratulations, you won the team fight. And I know a lot of people can argue that, oh, well, Mercy and Lifeweaver, they have less skill expression than, you know, these other heroes. Like I said, Ana looks in a general direction and presses E. Boom. Antied opponent. All your team has to do is shoot said opponent. I think another thing that like drove a lot of people away from the game is whenever the PvE was announced to be, you know, like a discontinued section of Overwatch 2, which was kind of like very saddening because the main reason for Overwatch 2 was PvE. So we are now in a second version of a game when it's pretty much exactly the same as it was in previous version. So what was the point of putting Overwatch 1 players in a balance and content drought for nearly 2.5 years if you're just going to deliver the same exact thing that we were playing before, just with more skins and more updates and more monetization? You know, sometimes it's kind of like hard to wrap your brain around like what is really happening and like what is really going on and how stupid it is. Just think of like all of the content and like all of the fun you could have had going through PvE missions, you know, a new PvE mission every single battle pass or season or whatever, and being able to play through that PvE mission. Like, that would have been so big, but Blizzard would rather lay people off so they could save money when your game is already making millions. Like, PvE was one of the most anticipated things I had for this game, and now that it's gone, it's kind of like, okay, well, what else is there to do? Play 2 games of competitive, lose both of them, and want to get off because it's not fun. Like, I cannot find a way to have fun in Overwatch anymore, even if it's quick play. Sometimes people try even harder in quick play than they do in competitive. There's no it factor for me that really does it for me anymore in Overwatch. Like, nothing really satisfies me anymore. Like, wow, a cool skin, let me just pay $20 for it. Like, I'm kind of tired of doing that for these half-ass skins. Even if it's for my favorite hero. Ever since Kiriko came out, I'd be like, oh, I really love this hero. I think I'm going to start, you know, just collecting all of her skins that come out. And I've had to stop because of the amount of recolors and, like, just forced skins that they're giving her. Like, I can't keep up with it anymore. I feel like I've made a very large handful of Overwatch videos over the past 2-ish years. And there is only so many videos I can make on this game. You know? This game is almost 9 years old, and people have been making videos on this game ever since it came out, and it's still very popular, but I feel like there is only so many videos that one person can make on Overwatch. And yes, you can make videos on, you know, every single character, but my thing, you know, in Overwatch is playing Symmetra. There's only so many video ideas I can get surrounding Symmetra. I just can't find myself to play her anymore. Ever since they did the whole balance changes with like the larger hitboxes, more health, larger bullet sizes, Symmetra has been on a steadily decline in balancing and in enjoyment. Meanwhile, while every single hero was, getting their bullet size increased, their health increased, their damage increased, Symmetra has gotten the butt end of the stick. They buffed her alongside Malga for a week. Not even a week, a weekend. And then so many people complained because of how, oh, she was so overpowered. She was only overpowered because you buffed the shit out of Malga. That's the only reason she became as powerful as she was, because she was being played with Malga. If you would have looked at the amount of people that were playing both Malga and Symmetra in the same comp that weekend, like it was just insane. So what did they do? They nerfed both of them. They finally gave Symmetra enough damage on her beam that felt balanced, that didn't feel shitty, should I say. And then what do? They take it away. Symmetra is just in the worst place ever she has ever been in. And I just don't find it fun to play DPS anymore. I'd rather do so many more things, so many more games I'd rather play than play Symmetra in Overwatch right now. Well, you could just say, oh, well, just learn a new hero. I'm not going to learn a new hero just so I could rank up in comp. I want to master the hero that I want to play and have fun the most on and play competitive. But apparently you just can't do those two things at the same time anymore. And speaking of the, Overwatch content drought and idea drought and overall fun drought, Marvel Rivals just released about a week ago as I'm recording this. And let me just say that I have had the most fun playing Marvel Rivals than playing Overwatch this past week. I have played little to zero. You know what? I've actually played 0 Overwatch games since Marvel Rivals came out, because I'd much rather have fun in that game and play my favorite hero and actually, feel like I'm doing something than play Overwatch. Sure, Marvel Rivals has a lot of, things that need to be fixed and things that need to be balanced out and whatnot. But I mean, it's only been a week of this game being out. You could say that every hero in that game is pretty much overpowered. There's not one bad hero in that game. Like I said, if everything is OP, then everything is balanced. I rather play a game where every single hero is insane and overpowered than play a game where select heroes are overpowered and the other one is shitty. Because all you'll see in games is people playing those overpowered heroes, and then you get a shitty one on your team and everyone's, oh, swap off this hero, please play this hero. Like, no one wants to hear that. I'm sorry, but no one wants to hear that. Now, I do feel like Marvel Rivals shares a lot of the same things as Overwatch, and I will say, I haven't been playing it as much these past few days, but I've just, needed a break after playing like 12 to 9 hour sessions for like 3 or 4 days straight. So I just need a break from the game. That's all. But I can see, you play too much of this game, you will get tired of it. So I kind of just I don't want to play too much at the same time, because I don't want to get tired of this game, because I really love this game. And let me also talk about the skins in Marvel Rivals, okay? 100 premium currency in that game is equal to $1. Just like it is in Overwatch, right? Now, I'm actually going to go into Marvel Rivals just so I can give a live explanation of what I'm about to talk about, okay? So, where I was at, 100 currency in this game is $1, is equal to $1, okay? So it's pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same as it is in Overwatch. Now, let's go to the store. There are 3 different types of rarity skins. There are blue rarity, purple rarity, and there is a gold rarity, which is like legendary. It's pretty much just rare, epic, legendary. This is what a recolor looks like. This is a blue tiered skin called what I would call would be rare. And next to rare, this is an epic skin, a purple tier skin. So Overwatch is selling these kinds of recolored skins as epic skins for $10 and then 15 to 20 in a bundle, okay? Along with other cosmetics, right? Now, let's look in the store. There is a Spider-Man Legendary Bundle for 2,600 premium, so $26, all right? Okay, so some bundles, you cannot purchase them. I just checked. Some bundles, you cannot purchase the skin separately from the bundle, but this bundle is 2,600. You get, you know, this Spider-Man skin from No Way Home, the movie, and you get a highlight or MVP intro to match with it. Now, just look at the quality of this. There's music with it as well, but you guys can't hear it. Like, that's insane, okay? For an MVP intro or a highlight intro, whatever you want to call it, right? And then you get an emote, all right? You get an animated player card. Animated player card. Okay? To wear on your profile. And then a spray. All of that for $26. Now, if we look at this Hulk bundle, which is a legendary bundle, right? The bundle is $24. You could buy the base skin for just $2,000, which is $20, and you can get the rest of it in the bundle for $2,400. Now, it comes with the legendary emote, of course, to match with the skin, which is just, it looks insane compared to Overwatch. And then an emote, your animated player icon, and a spray. And you get all of that for $24. Okay? In Overwatch, for $24, you're going to get a recolored legendary skin with a name card that you're probably never going to wear, a spray you're probably never going to use, a souvenir, because who uses souvenirs, and a highlight intro that looks like it was made in 5 hours. Now, if we look at an epic tier skin, okay, this is considered an epic skin, okay, a purple tier rarity skin. You can get this skin by itself for $14, or you could buy the whole bundle for $16. Now, with that $16, you get this intro, which it looks exactly the same as legendary. Like, am I right or am I wrong? Same thing with a matching emote to go with it, an icon, our player icon or player nameplate, whatever you want to call it, and a spray. Like, it's just insane that the amount of effort that's being put into this game can be put into Overwatch, but Overwatch developers are just so lazy and they are ripping people off with their half-ass skins. Okay? They are ripping people off. And everyone's like, oh, the skins are just the same amount of money. Dude, I better be getting this kind of quality for the amount of money I'm spending. Okay? I'm not going to pay $20 for a recolored skin in Overwatch that I've seen, you know, years ago and it just has different colors now. Like, come on. Please just be real. Like, this is considered an epic tiered skin for $15. Like, if you play this hero and you like this hero, then you're going to buy the skin because it's $15. And if you want to buy the spend the $2 extra, then look what you're getting. You're getting this insane intro that matches with the skin, an emote, a nameplate, and a spray for $16. You get a bundle like that in Overwatch, it's $20 plus. Like, it's insane. It is insane. Overwatch is selling recolored skins like this of the default skin for $10, if not more. Okay? If you want to get this skin in Marvel Rivals, you're paying $6 for it. Like, I don't know if I need to give any more examples, or like, I mean, you could obviously see I've bought plenty of skins of this game because, one, they're my favorite heroes, two, they look fucking sick, and three, they're not overpriced. And also, this is not sponsored, by the way. This is very not sponsored. I know a lot of you know I'm a Marvel Rivals partner. This is not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say this, okay? I'm just using this as a comparison to Overwatch. If you are buying recolored skins in Overwatch in the year 2024 and 2025, you are wasting your money. Now, enough of, you know, the game talk. Now, I'm just gonna get real and talk about, you know, as you would say, like, what I'm going through in real life, kind of my personal life, but I'm not gonna talk too much about it because, you know, it's personal for a reason. So, I've been struggling with, you know, a lot of motivation, not just with, like, you know, creating videos and whatnot, but like just doing simple tasks that, you know, you do every single day. So I do struggle with that. And I am, you know, going through things, but, you know, that's what therapy's for. And as I, you know, am struggling with content, I'm also struggling with this. So, you know, just I'm taking it one day at a time, and I'm just trying to find, you know, a schedule that best fits me. And, you know, I'm trying to find a way to start uploading more because I love creating YouTube videos. I have wanted this for so long, and I have wanted, like, I don't want anything more but than this. Okay? This is like, for me, even though, like, I have, you know, just a little bit over 20,000 subscribers, like, I'm not making a ton of money, but I'm okay with that because I'm getting to do what I love, and I'm getting to see the growth every day from it. But it's very sad whenever, you know, 2 years ago you started making the content on the game you love, you no longer love that game, and it's kind of like, well, what do I do now? Everyone that's here is majority looking for me to play Symmetra and me to play Overwatch. And it's kind of like, well, I don't know if I enjoy that anymore. And I'm sorry to the people that are here for that, but I feel like I need to start expanding myself to other games and start enjoying different things. But once you guys start seeing me upload lots of, you know, videos on a regular time schedule, then you will start seeing, you know, that things have gotten better for me. I know I took off like a month or two and only uploaded like 3-ish videos, and then all of October I made 13 videos on Overwatch, which that was pretty exhausting. It was 3 videos a week, and I was streaming within that as well. And I do all of the editing, all of the thumbnail, all of the, you know, coming up with ideas and titles and thumbnails. Like, I do it all, okay? I don't pay people to do it. I've tried it before, and it just was way too expensive, and I didn't see myself, you know, making profit from it. As much as I would like to, you know, have someone to help me with these sort of things so I can, you know, actually make more content and do more of what I love, but I can't put money into something that I'm not going to see profit in right now. Now, I might see profit in it from a year now, but I'm not going to see it now. And it's just a very scary thing to, you know, invest money into that and then not see, you know, the results you want to see. So it's pretty much just a gamble. But I mean, I'm fine with editing myself. It's just whenever I'm doing it at an alarming rate, it's kind of stressful, and it kind of drains you mentally. So that's why, you know, past November, and I guess you could say December, I've really I haven't had like a steady schedule with uploading, but I do want to find a schedule that fits me sooner or later. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm probably going to upload future Marvel Rivals videos on this channel. If you want to see me play other games, then you should check out my second channel, because I post on there from time to time. I need to revive it again. I just played about a few weeks ago. I played Poppy Playtime 2 and 3, and I uploaded the VODs on that channel. So if you want to watch that, you should definitely go check it out. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about Overwatch and Marvel Rivals right now. I hope to start making more videos soon, and I will see you guys later.